Hi guys, I don't usually do intros onto videos, but I thought this one really needed one. I just want to apologise firstly for the really poor camera quality I had in the cockpit today. I always have trouble with this camera because the cockpit's so dark and outside so bright, so I usually get really blown out textures outside the cockpit. So I bought a filter, and I use a filter on this camera now, but when I got home I realised the filter wasn't on properly, so I was pretty bummed about that, so sorry about that. Basically this is the third flight taking up a passenger for me since passing my test, so today I was taking up Phil, been best mates for years, and we grew up on flight sim together, so Phil's a proper aviation head and he absolutely loves it, so today was just a dream come true with us to actually fly for real together. It was just brilliant. And it's an added bonus, there was tons of sea fog today around the coast. The visibility over the gower is brilliant, but with the sea fog around the coast, it made like a really cool experience, and especially for Phil because he hasn't seen it before. So it was really, really cool, and we loved it and took some photos and stuff. It was great, and I noticed again by looking at the footage, we noticed later on when I land, I'm landing left of centre quite a lot. So and that's why I like recording my footage, because I can review what I'm doing wrong and make it better. So I'm noticing that I'm always coming in left on the centre line when I'm in flaring or on the rollout, so I'm not being firm enough on the right rudder. So that's something for me to work on in the future and improve on, definitely. So enjoy the flight and see you soon. Alright, come on. Radio on. You might have to put the mic a little bit closer to your lips.
I can't hear you.
I know. Right there. There you are. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. There we go. Alright?
Yeah.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, I'm going to call up the tower and get us a clearance out. And I got to check the hobs. So I got to clap my hands now to sync the mic and all the cameras, alright?
Okay.
I'll do it one more time for luck. Yeah. Oh, so that's done. Because when you forget to do that, editing videos is a nightmare. Louder than our plane. That's his motorbike.
I thought there was a plane behind us then. I was going, oh, easy.
Alright, I'll call up the radio, okay?
Yep.
Swansea Radio Golf Zulu Alpha Sierra Hotel, requesting starting information for local flight 2PB.
Zulu Alpha Sierra Hotel, Roger, runway 22 right hand, QNH 1036.
QNH 1036 for 22 right hand, copy start Golf Sierra Hotel. Okay, so 1036, so obviously QNH is height above the sea level, as you know, and then QFE will be height above, we'll ask for QFE on the way back, which will be height above the airfield.
Right.
So 1036, that's really high pressure, we don't usually have, it only goes up, it doesn't go up much further than that, do you know what I mean? We're almost max, so 1036 is there, and that's roughly how high the airfield is above the sea, you know?
So that's like when it's flight sim 299 at 3 Pacific, that's the same principle.
It's millibars, but we call it hectopascals now, so. Yeah. So we've got the runway QNH, so I'll get ready with my timer now.
Let's watch.
Oh, it's, yeah, expensive this one.
Yeah, I was going to say the G-Shocks.
£15 from eBay.
Oh, is it?
S-Shock.
All right.
Okay, alright, so we're going to turn the radio off by holding a switch here, or holding the button. And then turn the comm off, master switch off, ready for our checklist. So brakes are on. Brakes are on and facing, all is clear. Flaps are neutral, so that's our flap leader there, so that's in locked position. Flaps are neutral. Main fuel valve is on. All switches are off. Radio transponder off. Carb heat, we don't have it, which is off. Master switch coming to on. Fuel pump on for 10 seconds. It's just really quiet because that helicopter, I couldn't hear it very well. Leave it on for 10 seconds, turn off. Magnetos are on, both on. Throttle set, choke if required, which we'll use choke. Ready to go? Check areas clear. Clear prop! Temperature is actually at 50, but that'll warm up even more. You've got to wait for it to be at least 50. Right. Cylinder head temperature, that'll rise. Fuel, we'll check visually, 40 litres in the tank. Yeah. You know, that's like 4 hours flying, so yeah, it's really cool, of course. 2,000 RPM. Brakes are slicking a little bit.
There you are, that's better. You can hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Great.
Good.
Okay. And then during taxi, we'll check the compass and the balance ball. We turn right, the compass will increase.
Yeah.
And then the balance ball will go out to the left and vice versa, you know.
Yeah.
So we're on 2-2 right hand, so that's going to be going past there and little rubs.
Yeah.
And we give them a wave.
Yep.
On your side as well.
Yep.
So final check, the oil pressure's coming back down nicely into the green now because the oil temperature's rising, and as I said, the temp's nice and warm today, so the head is going to rise, so we're looking good. Don.
So 122.2, bye-bye.
When I taxi out now, I'm going to check the brakes, so it's normal. I'm just going to put the brakes on, make sure they're working, you know, as they should. So check all clear as your side.
Delta, Bravo, departing into wind.
Here's Delta, Roger.
Okay, they're working. So it's good. This thing will taxi on, it'll taxi on idle, you know, so
yeah.
You don't have to give it any beef really for it to go unless you're going uphill or something, or it's really windy. RV, that's the Ravens.
Oh yeah, I saw them take off the other day.
They were flying in formation, weren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Brilliant. I'll put a call in now to say I'm going to go and taxi to Alpha in case there's somebody coming around the corner and you can't see him.
Yep.
Golf Sierra Hotel taxi into Alpha.
Hotel.
Yeah.
The poor thing's been waiting there for ages. Usually I'll spin it round into wind and do our power checks, but there isn't any wind, so there's no point in doing that. So what I will do is, in case a plane comes up behind us, I'll tilt the engine over there so it can kick up stones into the plane. But,
right, yeah.
So I'll just turn it away, so I'll kick stones in those cars over there.
Yeah, your Ferraris.
Yeah. Behind us, apart from a Hawker Hunter.
In normal circumstances, you crap yourself.
Alright, so the compass is reading as it should, 360, which is right, and obviously 22 following the runway down there,
yeah.
Balance ball's working. So we're parked into wind, and brakes are on. I will have to hold the brakes when I check the mags, yeah. Set throttle to 2000, which it is, idling nicely. And the temperature's looking pretty good as well, actually. We're going to do the flying controls now. So check the full free movement. So left aileron up, right aileron down, right aileron up, left aileron down, all the corners, nothing to affect. Nice free range of movement. Check the cables, all's running nicely. Harnesses. So are you happy with your harness?
Yep.
Yeah?
Mine's good.
I'm feeling pretty good as well. So just check that there. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Adjust this down slightly. Are you happy with your harness? Yeah, and your loose items are stowed. We've got 2 pins in each hatch. All your loose things are in the pockets. Yeah.
Yep.
There we are. Okay. Flight instruments. So we'll check the vertical speed on climb out. That's not essential, but we'll make an observation if it's working. Check the airspeed indicator on rollout. That is essential. And we'll check that while we're rolling down the runway. If it's not reading, then we'll abort takeoff and just bring the throttle to idle and roll down and put the brakes on. And we've set the trim. And the QNH is reading as the airfield should for the elevation. RPM's nice and settled at 2,000 RPM. All pressure's in the green. All temperature is actually above 50 now, but it'll go off again when we'll check our mags in a second. So the head temperature's coming above the bottom now, and our fuel's looking good in the tank. And we've recorded the Hobbs temperature, engine temperature and pressures, which we've reviewed. So we're going to do a mag check now. So it's basically the spark plugs, you know,
Right. Yeah.
on each one of the cylinder. Should one fail, it's a backup. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll check. There's no one behind us, which there isn't. So we set the throttle to 3,000 RPM. The manual says 4, but it's just a bit too much, really. So I'm going to have to probably, I'm only going to have to hold the brakes here. So what we're looking for is no more than 200 RPM drop. So we're going to, so that's working fine. Hardly any drop at all.
Yeah.
That's working fine. If the one was covered in muck or fouled, then obviously it wouldn't be firing very well, and you'd have a big drop in RPM, and it's not coughing, because only one cylinder would be firing effectively, one spark plug. If you check it again, that's great. Max 200 allowed, but we haven't even got a 50 drop, so that's lovely. And we do an idle check then, bring it back to idle, make sure the engine doesn't stall or cut, which says fine. That's great. So I'm going to nudge that back up there. I'm going to put the parking brake back on here. Okay. Max drop, throttle to idle, which we've done. Now we check the mags. Reset throttle to 2000, which we have. Carb heat on. We don't have to go do a carb heat check because we haven't got one, so there's no need. Fuel on, which it is. Fuel valve is on. Auxiliary fuel pump, that will come on now. So that's just a backup, really. If the engine got low, started to cut out low level, you've got a fuel pump. And contents are sufficient, which we recorded visually in the back and on the gauge. And trim set for takeoff, which it is. And flaps are up and locked, which they are. Off. We can ignore that. We're on a remove safety pin from padlock for BLS system. We haven't got that. Don't need that. Check all is clear for takeoff. Check full power during takeoff roll. Min 5,000 RPM. So we're ready for departure. So we put a call in now to final approach looks clear. Golf Sierra Tower ready for departure.
Sierra Tower, roger.
Will you backtrack all the way down?
Yeah, I'll just say Golf Sierra Tower, then 222 for backtrack. What we'll do now when we backtrack down the runway, I'll taxi out on the right hand side of the runway, so I've got a good view of the runway as I'm taxiing down, make sure there's no debris or crap on there, or dead birds, or, butterfly here, there's not much on here. What a beautiful day, huh? So as we roll down the runway, obviously before we go, I'll check the T's and P's, and then as we roll in, I'll check the airspeed indicator, and then we'll lift off. We put back pressure on the nose to release the pressure on the nose as the gears are going down the runway, and then we'll lift off, and I'll lower the nose then to reach 70 knots, which is a safe climb speed, and then we'll just...
Up we go.
Up we go into the climb, yeah. you don't need this much runway to backtrack, but I always do it because there's nothing worse than, you know, taking it for granted. I mean, there's nothing useless in the runway behind you, is there, really? You got an eye out for those buzzards as well today in the firewall, so if you see any, give me a shout, you know?
Yeah, there's 2 over there.
Yeah, we had them the other day on the threshold. Couldn't get more annoying. So I'm going to have a quick check now on the left, make sure there's no one to interfere, get on the centre line. Windsock is dead.
Dead, yeah, I was going to say.
It's dead. I haven't taken off a dead wind for ages.
I don't know why there's such an incline in the runway.
Oh yeah, I know. So final check TSBs, all pressures in the green, all temperature is above 50.
Yep.
Center head temperature is looking okay, fuel's checked. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Go for your tails ready. Okay, so you're going to put full throttle in. Right rudder, lift the nose over the floor, airspeed's alive. We're going to lower the nose now, keep it centered down the runway. There's 70 knots into the climb. Oh! See how crap this visibility is.
Yeah.
Can't even see the sea.
Oh, just see rolling wind. Clouds.
Yeah. We'll climb above the inversion layer now and that is a lot of mist. To keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
What a view that is.
I know, it's just like cloud.
Yeah. Sierra Tower, half of the circuit towards Oxford.
Sierra Tower, Roger.
Ah man, it's just a blanket.
I know.
Look down here, look.
Well, there, yeah?
Yeah, I'll climb up now and you can have a go at the controls. I'll just get it up to...
It's alright. Just enjoying the view.
Yeah. I'm into cruise climb now, so there we are, just ease back on the throttle. We're still looking for 70 knots. We'll do a turn over Oxford now so we can have a look around and see what the viz is like all over. I'll just get it up to 3,000.
How many fields there are in Gower, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
You know,
Take your pick.
Still a farming community.
Yeah. You feel like an airline pilot out here.
Yeah.
So we're going to ease back now at the RPM, just over about 4,050 RPM. Will hold nicely at a level. I'll trim for that now. What I'll do now, I'll do check door is clear on the left, you're clear on the right here?
Yeah.
Do this little turn now and have a look down there.
D there, isn't it?
Yeah. That's just about 2G there.
You can feel it. Imagine what they're pulling in the Rebel Air Race then.
A lot more than that.
You know what I mean? You know.
look at that down there. I mean, they're in beautiful sunshine. 100 metres away, it's crap.
Yeah.
You know.
But would you notice it down, if you were on the beach today?
Oh yeah, you'd notice that.
What do you got to say?
Yeah, because I was down Bryn Mill and I thought, shit, are we going to get to go flying? Because it was really bad, you know. But over the Gower, it's great. Anywhere near the sea, you're stuffed.
Golf Whiskey Papa, Swansea City, 3,600 feet, rejoin. Whiskey Papa, Roger, runway 22 right hand, QFE 1025. Ease 1025, 22 right hand, would you have final? Golf Whiskey Papa.
So, do you want to take the controls, have a go?
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's all trimmed and nice, you know, so she'll fly almost hands off, so... I want to try and maintain sort of like 70 knots.
Right.
So I'll put him into a little bit of a climb there, so I'll just increase the power slightly. Always looking back at the airport, make sure
helicopter.
Well spotted. Well spotted. Skimming above the clouds.
Yeah.
What we can do later, we could go down towards Swansea and have a look at the Meridian Tower sticking out above it. That's pretty cool. Drop the nose slightly. We're going to drop the power back slightly. We're going to try and keep it at 3,000, right? So trying to keep it at 70 knots, 3,000 feet. Vertical speed indicator is pretty crap on this thing. It's pretty slow to react, you know. And if you put the heater on, the thing goes nuts. It goes like, shows that you're doing a steep climb.
Than you think, isn't it?
What's that?
Like,
yeah, there's a bit of reaction there, isn't there?
yeah, but like it's quite stiff. You know what I mean?
Well, the other one, the Mike Whiskey's a lot looser.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot newer aircraft than Mike Whiskey. Drop the nose slightly there. That's about there. Will keep us flying just about right and just trim. There we are. How's it feeling? Oh, nice bit of surf there. Looks quite clean too. There's not much wind.
That though. That's Rosilli.
Yeah. And this is called an inversion layer as well. We're actually slightly below it because you can still see the haze.
Yeah.
It's the high pressure keeping all the shit down on the deck, you know.
Falling like a light bulb, this will mess up every plan that I made up. I've been waiting in the valleys for a sure sign that there's gonna be light. In the dark we hide our hearts, and we never figure out if there are parts. I've been waiting in the valleys for someone to bring a proper guide. Through the valleys of night, through the mountains and lakes. If they tear me apart, pull me back into shade. In the dark of the day, I was never afraid. If they tear me apart, pull me back into shade. Breathing in echoes, I will follow you wherever the trail goes. I've been waiting in the valleys, not knowing if they caught me on tape. Falling like a light bulb turn into 1,000 pieces if I explode. I've been waiting in the valleys for someone to glue me back into shape. Through the valleys of night, through the mountains and lakes. If they tear me apart, pull me back into shape. In the dark of the day, I was never afraid. If they tear me apart, pull me back into shape. Through the valleys of night, through the mountains and lakes. If they tear me apart, pull me back into shape. In the dark of the day, I was never afraid. If they tear me apart, pull me back into shape. Through the valleys of night, through the mountains and lakes. If they tear me apart, pull me back into shape. In the dark and the depths, I was never afraid. If they tear me apart, glue me back into shape.
It's cool.
So like, is he just doing a leisure flight, or has he got a lesson like?
It's a lesson because he's getting the guy to speak on the microphone probably for the first time, you know?
Yeah.
So that was actually good. Laughing next to him. I've done it. The most embarrassing thing I ever did, it was a really hot summer's day. I'd only done about 4 or 5 hours flying, and he wanted me to do the radio, right? Yeah. I'd only done it once before, and the airport was silent, like the midweek. And then they were playing the radio on the speakers for the skydive, and the airport was packed. And I was really nervous. I like got to the office, I took my finger off. I was like, shit! And Ashley was laughing, and then the guy in the controller went, "Got your hotel? Was that you?" I went, "Yes." and then it got worse. It was like, okay, so requesting people on board. And then Ashley just took over and said, "The person was having a look at my tribute," and he was just laughing. I was like, "Oh my life!" My brain just went to mush. You know, it was just the nerves, like pressing on the switch. I was like, "Shit," you know. Yeah, I'll never forget that. And my sister was there to witness it as well. I was so embarrassed. What a prat, you know. Remember to put your throttle in. So there's your cruise power there. So you want to maintain 70 knots. There we go, raise it out slightly. There we go. Straighten the wings, yeah. Fly over, come back and have a look what the circuit traffic's doing. I'll slot us in then, we're in the best position. Rather than...
So we're going to take a left hand?
Yeah, we do a left turn now.
Round Oxbridge almost?
Yeah. The surf there, the point.
Oh, I know. See, it's flat as a pancake, right, Oxbridge?
Yeah.
You go paddling, right?
Yeah.
You're going out, and all of a sudden, you've got like
big
breaking
breakers.
leaves.
Have you ever gone on the canoe over there?
Yeah.
Really?
But you've got such a rip, and then all of a sudden you've got like 5-6 foot rollers coming in, you go,
yeah.
What? Because it's like,
I know.
It's a pancake.
I'd be nervous, because then all you got is rocks as well.
Oh, yeah. You've got to find a gully to come in if it's really bad.
Yeah. So you start making a turn now. That's it. There we go, lower the nose, keep it there. Try and make sure that goes on the horizon there, that nose.
Reactive.
Was that clear as active?
Reactive, keep it up.
That's fine, right, my bush, gotcha.
Cool seeing the wreck. Off. Keep it going round a sec.
Yeah.
I do one more turn because Ashley's about landing. I'm going to let him climb out, then make his turn, then we'll go in behind him then.
Alright.
Watch radio, Golf Wanker, details complete, route back towards this time. Okay, roger.
Difficult to find the horizon, isn't it, with this mist?
Yeah.
Your nose is a bit high now.
Kilo Delta, crossing the active back to the apron.
There.
What's Kilo Delta, roger? And Kilo Delta, do you require fuel after this?
Suppose we could just top off, yeah.
Yeah, I'll make a call now, okay? Be straight in the wings, yeah? Swansea radio, Golf Sierra Tower, 2,000 feet overhead, Oxford, looking for joining information.
Sierra Hotel, roger, runway 22 right hand, the QFE 1024.
QFE 1024 and 22 right hand, and what's the current circuit traffic, over?
Current circuit traffic is company Icarus on climb out.
That's copied, and we'll look out and try and plot in behind him and join downwind. Golf Sierra Tower.
Yeah, roger.
Okay, so we got Nicholas on climb out. We're going to wait for them so we can hear them say downwind. Okay, so we're going to put the QFE in at 1024. So that's how high we are above the airfield. We're going to be 1,000 feet coming into the circuit. So we're going to close the throttle slightly, lower the nose. Maintain 70 knots. We're flying towards 3 crosses over there. Still can't see him. Have a good look out. I've got him. I've got him. Make a... Right, I'll take control
You
of
take control, yeah.
Right. I can see him there.
I can see him now at the top.
Yeah.
Swansea radio, please, up to just the cross left and QSY to Pembrey, thanks for your help.
2 copy Pembrey, bye-bye.
In orbit to separate ourselves a sec. Cool. 1 whiskey downwind.
1 whiskey, roger.
Him ahead. Just on the nose.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I can't see him.
He's just about over 3 crosses now.
Oh, yeah, I see him climbing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he bikes the circuits with his like steering right?
Yeah.
He must get so bored.
Yeah, he does.
Like, oh, okay, right hand circuit.
Yeah, but you know, he calls it a job as well.
No, yeah, that's the point. Yeah, you know what I mean? You get paid
Yeah.
40 quid an hour. You know what I mean? It's more than I get.
It's hard though, I mean. Weather's so crap. Okay, do you want to take control? Yeah, fly to 3 crosses.
Okay, so we're flying.
Yeah. If it was windy, sometimes you could angle the nose into the wind to track, you know, but you won't have to worry about that today. We're going to do our landing checks, fuel switching for a go around, fuel valve is on, fuel pump is on, T's and P's are in the green, brakes are released, and we're going to set the trim here, put the nose down slightly, there we go. QFE set to 1024, hatches, harness, skewer, loose items are stowed. You happy with your harness? Yeah. Cool. And we review flaps on final, we keep a look out for the traffic. Right turn slightly.
I kick a 11915 probably.
And lower the nose slightly. There we go. And straight the legs. Lower the nose.
Do you find yourself when you started like very reliant on what's in front of you?
Yeah, you want to be looking out all the
Yeah,
time.
not so much like...
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Golf Sierra Towers, downwind 22, visual with traffic ahead, like whiskey.
golf course, yeah?
Yeah, and we're going to point towards the Meridian Tower then, almost. Good look out for traffic in case there's anyone joining in.
Turn.
Yeah, just make a... No, it's watching 70 knots. You're going to start getting... You always get a bit of turbulence over here in the hill, yeah. So it's a slight turn now to the right. Put a back pressure on the stick. There we go, keep it there. Hold it a little bit more. There. Have a good look out. Hey, and bring the wings level there. Okay. And lower the nose. And we're looking good here. And make sure long final's clear. We make a turn here.
Hey, it's my house.
Okay. Birds there.
Control?
I have control, We'll,
Sarah. Flying over my house now.
Yeah?
Yeah. I watched them come in this morning. There's my house, there's a car.
Golf Hotel, finals 2-2, touch and go.
Golf Sarah, Roger.
Your pitching for airspeed and your powers for your altitude. That picture of the runway starts to go up, you're getting too low, you just want to put some more power in, you know?
Yeah.
Hello Swansea, this is Golf Hotel Golf, return to Swansea, join information please.
Hotel Golf Roger, runway 22 right hand, the QFE 1024.
Go out. Right wind, downwind.
What whiskey, Roger?
70 knots into the climb.
Did that first time on your own, you broke it.
I was alright actually.
Like landing, like, you know, this is where it could go wrong. You know, I could topple it every time the flight said, whoop,
Yeah. It's crunch time, isn't it?
you know.
I was more nervous with doing cross country than I was doing my solo.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because then you're really out on your own then, you know, and
Yeah, you're not in close territory, are you?
yeah, you're away from all your comforts, you don't know where, you know what I mean, you're not familiar with the area.
Yeah.
Just have a look downwind now, see if there's anyone joining down there.
See anyone?
We'll level off at 1,000 feet here. Looking good, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah. Burning off a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Not lost, but...
Yeah.
Oh, that aerials at the end of 04.
What's that?
You know the aerials at the end of 22?
Yeah,
Are they the ILS?
I believe so. Which is turned on.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. I'll have to ask Rob.
They got to get an Air Wales back in here, haven't they?
Yeah, that'd be great. Have you seen the? I got Ashley.
Yeah, he's there.
On a summer weekend, I mean this is just pretty breezy, but on a summer weekend you got blinking
Loads of
6
traffic.
aircraft in a circuit and you're trying to find them and it gets a little bit stressful,
Yeah.
So we do a landing check. Oh, I'm going to make a downwind.
Golf Hotel, downwind 22.
Golf Hotel, roger.
Do a landing check. Fuel sufficient for a go around. Fuel valve is on.
Golf Mike Whiskey now, final.
Team speeds are in the
Golf
grid.
Mike Whiskey, roger.
Brakes are released. Trim is set. QP set for the airfield. Hatches harness. Skewer loose items are stowed. We will review our flaps on base. And
Swansea Radio, good afternoon. It's Golf Bravo, Romeo, Bravo Hotel.
Golf Bravo, Bravo Hotel, Swansea Radio, afternoon, pass message.
It's Golf Bravo Hotel, Cessna 150 from Haverford West to St Arthur, currently just passing a beam Camarans to the south at 2,000 feet, requesting a listening watch.
Hotel, copy listening watch, and a QNH of 1035.
QNH 1035, Golf Bravo Hotel.
Golf Charlie Echo Hotel Golf, request position height now.
We're just approaching the Mumbles Head.
Golf, roger.
height. How easy?
Golf Bravo Hotel, I've no reported traffic north of the field this time.
Golf Bravo Hotel.
We'll try a short field landing on this one, right? And see how it goes. I haven't done one for a while. I've been landing flaps, but not full flaps, so we'll give it a go.
So what does that mean? You do like a very short...
Yeah, it's if I was going to go into a grass strip, obviously you've got to come in as slow as possible,
Yeah.
And, we don't, I mean, it's not that common to land without flaps, but the thing is, on this runway, it's so long, and there's so much parasite drag on this plane, that as soon as you take the throttle off and you bring it into the runway for a flare, the speed just drops away,
Yeah.
so...
Call a little Christmas treat.
Oh, it's great. That's where he got mine. And the Prime Minister had that tree, didn't he?
Yeah.
We'll just take a slow base round here. Check that no one's approaching. So we're going to lower the throttle, we're going to raise the nose into the white arc there, 1 notch of flaps, lower the nose, maintain 58 knots, and a lot slower than the approach speed when you put the flaps on. You wait till they put the full flaps and it gets much slower then.
Once again.
And obviously when you're
Conservatory,
yeah?
just for that.
Golf Hotel, final 22 for a full stop.
Golf Sierra Hotel, roger.
Lined up nicely there. Low, as you deploy the flaps, lower the nose, because you get a lot of lift with that. Almost at walking pace now. You lose a lot of the maneuverability when you put full flaps and you're flying slow, everything starts to get mushy.
A bit sluggish.
Yeah, and if you've got a lot of wind, you want to be using full flaps because it takes you like a kite, you just blow
Right,
them.
yeah.
the longest flights I've, well,
Golf Mike Whiskey, downwind.
for the longest flights I've been on
Whiskey, Roger.
for a long time.
Is it?
Yeah, one of the longest run the gower, yeah. Usually.
You have been heading 5.5 3POV, but it's 1 minute VFR to north.
7 Alpha, Roger. 22 right, the active, QNH 1035.
Active QNH 1035, limit 57 Alpha.
The lift we get with the flats, can't you? It's a lot different. Slight crosswind to left, but nothing much. Yeah, all the way down. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Cape Air Alpha flaps up. Gossi Hotel, vacating Air Alpha. Not less energy in that, isn't there, with the full flaps?
A sign here saying Alpha.
Huh?
You should really put a sign
Yeah.
rather than, oh yeah, shit.
We've been in the air probably about an...
Alpha, Roger. Whiskey position now.
hour
Whiskey, Roger.
hour 50.
That's hour 50.
That's the longest I've done.
And that was 10 minutes before we,
Yeah.
5 minutes before we took off.
How do you feel? You
That's awesome.
You probably feel knackered when you get out.
No, I just
Golf Hotel, Golf, request the position now.
Golf Hotel Golf, is that Castle Bay?
Golf, Roger.
our ambulance is going, look.
Yeah. It's nice being this side of the wire, isn't it?
Yeah. I didn't hear him, Buzz.
No, I was too busy concentrating, to be honest. I didn't pick him up.
It's a lot of concentration though, isn't it, on your behalf?
Especially when there's full flaps on, because you really
You know,
got to
you're
look after
really-
your speed, yeah. Your airspeed's critical when you've got full flaps, because you could easily lose, 15 knots just by
Yeah.
not paying attention, and you really start getting too slow, Take you around the hangar.
Yeah.
And Helmet 57 Alpha, Swansea, your traffic is a Cessna 150 east to west, north of the field.
Cirrus behind there. It's like the Rolls
57
Royce
Alpha, correction, west to east.
£1,000,000 plane. That is SR-20, beautiful.
What, the one with the cover on it?
Yeah, it's like a Rolls Royce.
What, is it like...
Autopilot and all that jazz, it's beautiful. Really difficult to fly though. A lot of really experienced pilots have struggled with that because they can't slow it
Whiskey,
down.
Roger.
It's so streamlined and efficient.
Yeah, so fast, almost.
You feel quite at home in here now. When you first get in, it feels all strange and weird.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
It's just confidence, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
you say you've got control, and you're like, I don't know what control is, And you don't know what you can do.
you don't know what input to put in.
Yeah, you've not. It's like driving a car. That you always oversteer, don't you?
Yeah.
Or you understeer because you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look at that.
And that's a wrap. That's a wrap. Wow.
Enjoy?
My goodness. Oh yeah. That's amazing.
I'm really glad. I enjoyed
Oh.
that.
Thank